Keith Reynolds, host of Morning Coffee. We've had an action-packed day, and we're going to continue with the I can't even talk this morning. I need more morning coffee. But we're going to continue our show. Today, we're going to do another hot topic. We have Jean Feiwel, Senior VP and Publisher at Swoon Reads Macmillan, and we also have Kristen Orlando, whose novel You Don't Know My Name will be published by Swoon in January 2017. Ladies, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
So, let's just jump into it. I guess this first question, it will be directed to Jean. I mean, how do you, as far as, a publisher, what do you look for, like picking a manuscript?
I look for something that is a compelling narrative, memorable characters, something that emotionally I connect with and will remember. So it's really something that, after I finish the book, it will stay with me.
Okay. So what are some of the benefits of crowdsource publishing?
Well, I think what we feel about swoonreads.com is that it has leveled the playing field, and that means we're appealing to new writers who have not been published, who come to the site and upload their manuscript, and the manuscript is read by the readers on the site, the community, and those readers they're other writers, they are publishers, editors, librarians, critics, reviewers, and those readers read and rate the manuscripts, and the manuscripts that are the highest rated are the ones that then are considered for publication. So it's a fairly easy process. There's nothing mysterious or difficult about it. And the process of being on the site itself, even if you're not chosen, your book is being read, it's being commented on, the community is very positive, very encouraging. You'll learn a lot about what is working with your book or what may not be working. And we also are posting blogs about the publishing process, the marketing process, all of the sort of pulling back the curtain on publishing. So there's a lot to learn if you go to swoonreads.com.
Now, Kristen, what is it like? Tell our listeners, what's it like to get a big book deal?
It's really exciting. It's life-changing. I mean, it's always been definitely a dream of mine. So I've always loved writing, and so I've done it for a career in television producing and marketing, but always wanted to write a book. So it's been amazing to get that phone call that my book had been picked for publication.
Awesome. So pulling back the curtain a little, on the publishing process, what makes a good bestseller?
I think timing is everything, and you can't necessarily create a formula for what will be a bestseller, because if you could, I would be leaving this company and doing that somewhere. I've been involved with a lot of best-selling series, and the fact is there's a certain kind of tried and true story that works. There's stories about friendships, there's stories about, love, there's things that have added elements of excitement. But I think everything to be a bestseller has to be right. It has to be the right story, written really well by this author, packaged really well, the cover has to be right, and the marketplace has to be sort of ready to receive it. So if you're publishing a novel about vampires and somebody else just published a big novel about vampires, you're going to be out of luck. And what the next new series idea is, if you're at the tail end of, a trend, that can be upsetting, or maybe you're leading the way. Maybe you're writing the first book that is just a comedy, and that's what's selling right now. I mean, it's so many elements that make a bestseller, and you just, as a publisher, you have a gut instinct in terms of what you think is going to work or not, and you have a success and fail rate, and hopefully your success is better than your failures.
Well, and I think like the next thing I want to talk about, I think to me, the secret to success is having a person get out of their own way, and feedback, and community help. How does that shape a book?
Yeah, go ahead, Kristen. I think that's a good one for you.
Yeah, I mean, I've always been, my father once told me never fear failure, and that really has driven me with, especially with writing, because there's so many roadblocks you can put up with writing, because it's hard and it's kind of vulnerable to write a book and put yourself out there and let other people kind of judge it, but it's one of those things with, it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of practice, a lot of dedication, and I'm a big believer in collaboration and letting other people read my work and give me harsh criticism and feedback before, and to make it better before I turn it in. So yeah, absolutely. I think the never fear failure part is sort of the thing that drives me, though. It's just to always go and try, because you don't know what you can achieve if you don't try.
I totally agree with that. You know, how has the social community helped with, you know, the big reach on young adults, you know, with books? I mean, I think more and more people, I see younger generations picking up books more than what I did when I was, you know, in, I'll say, my 20s and 30s.
I mean, I think that social media has played a huge part in publishing in recent years, certainly in the last 5 years, and this is why we created a crowdsourced imprint, is because the fans are so avid, the readers are so invested and involved, and they want to be part of the decision making. So, you know, we have bloggers and influencers and booktubers who are talking about books and promoting books and reading books, and it's been terrific for the industry as a whole, and I think for writers. But they take a stake in sort of the publishing process. They want a role to play, and I think they've been very powerful and very good for publishing overall and for the industry.
Awesome. So, Jean and Kristen, thank you. I want to thank you so much for coming on to Morning Coffee and being our hot topic. Jean, how can people get more information about some of the stuff we talked about today and find you?
Yeah, so if you go to swoonreads.com, that is where all of the information is about uploading your manuscripts, becoming part of the community, and being involved.
Okay, and Kristen, where can we find your novel at?
So the novel comes out January 10th, 2017. So You Don't Know My Name will hit store shelves then, but it's on Amazon, it's on Barnes & Noble, it's on Target, it's all over for pre-order right now, so you can go pre-order it.
Do you have like a book trailer or anything?
We do. It's coming out, I believe, next month. So it's not out now, but it'll be released by Macmillan next month.
Okay. Well, make sure you reach out to us so we can get it out there for you. Thank you so much for coming on the Morning Coffee. We're going to be right back after this commercial break.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.